just got milked. Whoa, in this webisode, we're going to show you the two most likely scenarios that will happen for Bitcoin's price as we exit Bitcoin's least volatile trading range for the last year and a half. This is absolutely massive. In last night's episode, we talked about the most bullish and bearish case, but in this webisode, we're going to show you what I think is the most likely bullish scenario and as well the most likely bearish scenario. Hold on to your cats because this one's going to be explosive. We're going to show you the exact most likely price ranges and some very interesting time frames that we took exactly from some previous breaks on the charts that line up with some of these other indicators such as the Bollinger Bands. And as well, we're going to be covering some altcoins today, two new coins that we haven't covered on the channel yet, both of them looking prime for especially a strong run-up over the next few weeks. And as well, we're going to be going over some crucial information when it comes to these symmetrical triangles and show you our most likely scenario for this absolute mega bullish explosion cycle. Lock your door, grab a tissue, and let's get charted. Wow, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to an absolutely enthralling Saturday megasode. We have a lot to get into in today's video. If you guys didn't catch last night's very late upload, about 7 or 8 hours later than I usually upload, I was busy the whole day. There is some very interesting information in there, and in this video, we're going to be expanding upon that a little bit because yesterday, primarily what we covered are the absolute most bearish scenarios in this next cycle, and as well the most bullish. However, what I neglected to cover in that video were the most likely scenarios. So in this webisode, we're going to be covering the most absolutely likely bearish scenario and the absolute most likely bullish scenario. Both of them, to me, look extremely accurate based on these time frames, based on the charts, the horizontal resistance and support going back for years for Bitcoin. So you are not going to want to miss that. And as well, we're going to be adding in some more alts into our daily coverage today, both of which I am very excited to cover and both of which I as well do have in my portfolio. Huge. And as well, you guys, we covered even more altcoins in the update just recently here under active investments. So if you guys want to join, make sure to take advantage, 20% off with the coupon code PLATINUM at checkout. Whether you want to learn trading, charting, getting access to these charts, and as well the ability to follow along with which coins I'm investing in, which coins I'm trading, and which coins I'm looking in. That is down here in the active investments tab. And as well, you guys, we are going to be giving away this ledger in this webisode. However, if you want to enter it for the rest of these ledgers, make sure to leave your smash ding, turn on the comments, and we can jump right in to the webisode. Wow, so guys, before we delve into these two specific scenarios, what I want to do is give you a little background on symmetrical patterns here. So the first of these two, you see there is a bullish continuation, and this is more of a bearish continuation. So what I mean by that is, okay, as you can see here, we're coming from a bullish break, and then we consolidate here, and then we continue. That's why it's called a continuation pattern. And this is the opposite. We're coming from a bearish, downtrend, consolidate, and ultimately breaking down. So let's go over these two patterns here, and then we'll get into exactly what we're looking at. So we've seen two triangle patterns. You can see an uptrend in a bullish market, and then one from a downtrend, which looks bearish, which is the second one here. However, symmetrical triangles are thought of as continuation patterns developed in the market that are actually aimless in direction, meaning it's a little more indecisive than some of these patterns. Potentially, like an ascending triangle is usually a bullish pattern, and a descending triangle is usually bearish. Now, this is where the indecision comes in. During this period of indecision, the highs and lows seem to come together in the point of the triangle with no significant volume, which we're seeing, and investors just don't know what position to take. However, when they do figure it out, it heads north or south with huge volume. The breakout is usually huge, especially on this 2.5 year pattern that we have forming for Bitcoin. I have no doubt when we get this break, it's going to be absolutely insane volume, guys. It's going to absolutely explode. So it says here 9 times out of 10 the breakout will occur at the direction of the existing trend. So huge. Let's actually now jump into our symmetrical triangle here for Bitcoin. So if we go to the BLX, Brave New Coin Liquid Index for Bitcoin, the longest chart of Bitcoin's price history, this is what we see here, guys. So these, in my opinion, are the two most likely scenarios. And as you can see, these Bollinger Bands are the tightest they've been since back here at the end of 2018. We talked about that in yesterday's video and a few other times over the past 2 weeks. But specifically, these are the two scenarios I'm looking for. Okay, so in the last video, we actually talked about the potential of breaking out of this as the most bearish scenario here for Bitcoin, bringing us all the way down potentially to the high 4,000s. However, this is what I think would be the most likely of the bearish scenarios, which would be this. Say we did get a break, I think we would obviously find support right around this 200 daily moving average, right around 84. However, as you can see here, if we fail to hold that, then we could go substantially lower. The other thing I do want to point out is the VPVR on here is pretty strong. And that VPVR, the strongest point within this triangle, is actually right here around the 64, 6,500. So that's exactly why I think this would be the most accurate for this downtrend if we would get a bearish break. The most realistic bear scenario, we would find support around that $6,700 to $6,800 range right here. Maybe trade along the bottom of this before getting a break here. Finding resistance maybe as we try and break out of it. And then absolutely when we do break out of it, completely moonshot. And the time frames we have for this, and this is again probably the most realistic bearish scenario, the time frame of this, we might be actually testing all-time highs within the next 8 to 9 months or so. Now keep in mind that is the most bearish likely scenario if we're going to have a bearish break. Now let's actually take a look here on the bullish scenario, because again, this is what I think is more likely overall. If we have any option for this Bitcoin cycle, this is what I think makes the most sense, exactly with these price targets. So if we got a break, I think we would easily head on up to that 14 or 15K range, even right around 13, potentially find some resistance there, because again, that is basically our last level of resistance where we come before that isn't the all-time high around 20K. And then I do think it is possible that we could get a pullback one more time, and this would shake a lot of people out. This would have people freaking out. So again, keep in mind, this is the most bullish scenario that is realistic in my opinion. However, it still has the possibility that we break from 9,000 all the way up to 13, even like 14,000, and then potentially come back all the way down to 8 or 9,000, 8.5 or 9,000 before continuing up and then reaching all-time highs, which will show you exactly when that could also play out. But again, this is a scenario that I think nobody's really thinking about, because if we do get this break and we break 13, a lot of people are going to go insanely bullish, okay? I think Bitcoin will 100% be all over the headlines, plastered everywhere again. If we shatter 10K and within a week or two shoot up to 13K, guys, everyone will be mega bullish. But then imagine what would happen in the market. Imagine what would happen in psychology if we get a pullback back under 9,000 US dollars. People would be freaking out. People would be selling like crazy. It would be absolute chaos, absolute nuts. However, shortly after that, what if within the next few weeks after that, we're already breaking 15, 16, heading up above 20K, and then a few months from there, maybe even breaking 30K or something like that within the first few months of 2021. Now talk about that scenario. People would be absolutely freaking out because they would think, oh wow, Bitcoin's failing. Little do they know, this could be the last pullback before absolutely moonshotting to new all-time highs ecstatically, incredibly fast. So again, I think there's so much value in showing you that possibility, because the simple idea of getting a fake out right here and then another fake out where we absolutely moon right after that is absolutely insane, right? And again, this could happen within the next 2-3 months. That's what this projects according to this chart. If we zoom out really far and we just take a look at this, okay, and just compare the simple movement of the market based on what it's done before, this looks completely realistic. If we just look kind of at the wave, the cycle of this market, okay, we see something like this, we continue here, something like this, another pullback. This all looks realistic. It looks like price action Bitcoin has done before. So without a doubt, I think those two scenarios are incredibly important to watch. And specifically with this bullish scenario, do not be freaked out if we would end up coming back to test this 2.5-year symmetrical triangle. By this point, this pattern will be 3 years long. So you want to talk about an explosive move. If we got a pullback to here after breaking out to 13K and then confirming that, that would be the absolute moonest scenario. We would absolutely explode after that. If we tested that for support and continued up, guys, there would basically be no bearish momentum left in this pattern, and I think that's exactly when we would see a lot of bullish break. And then again, it is also possible that as we approach the all-time highs, 20K, you can see here, say we come down here to about 8 or 9K, and then we head back up, and then we're right here at about 19, 20K all-time highs. If we see another pullback here, potentially we could see that retestment back of around that 13, 14K where we had here, and here is resistance. Because again, previous resistance becomes future support, so say we see something like that, here, get pulled back here, and then after that, absolutely moon past this 20K, and guys, things could get explosive. I personally think that we could even be seeing 40K by about this time next year. And again, that could end up being an extremely low estimate, okay? It is possible as well that we break out of here and we don't come back to test this triangle. We've already spent enough time in here. We don't necessarily have to. But again, these are just the main two scenarios I'm watching. And again, this bearish one, I think would make the most sense if we did get a very bearish break. If we're gonna actually break down here to the 6K level, guys, I would be excited as heck to show you what alts I'm investing in as well, because again, I think that would be an insanely bullish opportunity to also pick up on some altcoins. And guys, as well, if you're interested in actually doing some swing trading, you can get some very nice bonuses if you use my link specifically. As of right now, we actually have higher bonuses than the normal bonuses. up to $100 extra of trading with just a small deposit of Bitcoin when you start trading. So all you have to do is deposit that small amount of Bitcoin to start trading, and you get that nice bonus when you claim it there. Instructions are on the site. Wow, guys, now I want to actually cover some alts. We can just real quickly look at Link, which we've been covering for the past few days. Again, still holding very strongly there. I'd love to see that. Pending a Bitcoin pullback though. XTZ, guys, I'm really watching this one because I want to see this one explode, and it looks very primed to do so. I really don't think we're going to be going under that $2 level for XTZ maybe ever again. But specifically here, this is on the Bitcoin pairing. So this is OMG, Omise Go here. I actually do think over the next month or so, we're going to see a swing with OMG potentially up to that 30,000 Satoshi level. Okay, so right in this range of about 31,000 to about 33,000 Satoshis, ultimately definitely trying to come up to test this 50,000 Satoshi level before, you know, completing and absolutely breaking out even more so. OMG is actually still down like 90% in its Bitcoin pairing, so this thing is basically bottomed out, as you can see. Absolutely destroyed, which is something we really look for when we're looking for these alts because it's not doing well. And personally, I think there's a lot of upside. OMG is a coin I'm pretty excited about. And as well, we're looking at basic attention token on the BTC pairing, which is actually currently only about 2,000 Satoshis, pretty destroyed as well in this chart. I think the next move after this would be around 4,400 Satoshis, and then all the way up to a potentially 6,000 Satoshis here. So definitely looking for that, guys. And as well, I just wanted to cover as well Digibyte. We're still within this Bitcoin pairing for Digibyte. And guys, I think that we're probably going to see a move, looks like towards the very last week of this month, where we could easily see a move out of this. I definitely think that, again, as we talked about continuation symmetrical triangles, this would be more likely to break upwards, and I'm really excited to get the gains on that because this is a coin I've been holding for a while, guys. And as you can see, we are pretty far away from some of that all-time high on the Bitcoin pairing, guys. This is absolutely insane. It used to be so much higher, and currently Digibyte is actually only trading at about the 220 Satoshi level, so absolutely very low. Potential all the way to go up to about the 400 Satoshi level at this break here. Absolutely mega big. So let's actually do this giveaway. All right, changes to the last 6 videos. Okay, number 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3 right here. Copy this. All right, paste it in here. Get YouTube comments. And guys, while we wait, make sure if you want to get those bonuses for trading, use Dudex, and as well 20% off on T4 V4. And yeah, let's pick the winner here. 204 unique comments for this webisode. And let's see who the winner is. Let's get ready for this next move. Appreciate the update. Wow, Johnny, make sure to shoot me an email. The link is in the description there. And we get you this ledger sent out, guys. And as well, make sure to enter for these other ledgers. Make sure to leave your comment, subscribe, turn on the dings. Make sure to sign up to crypto.com if you want 50 free MCO when you complete sign up. And as well, if you want 20% off T4 V4, where we are consistently making new updates and adding new information when it comes to trading, charting, my portfolio specifically, because my entire portfolio is within these videos. And as well, we have the active investments tab where I talk about altcoins much more in detail. And I am specifically very excited to give an update if we actually do get that bearish drop that we're talking about. A bearish drop like this would be an absolute field day for me, and I would love to share all that information on altcoins, guys. I'm extremely excited. Again, I do kind of hope this move does happen. It would be a little more boring, but again, the volatility picking up, I think that would also just increase interest, as opposed to the last 3 months where we just do nothing in this small range here. Absolutely huge, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.